Hey girl, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. So this video is meant to be a guide on how to buy your own tape and hair extensions. So I'll tell you how many pieces you need, how many grams, how many sandwiches, all that. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'll start off by showing you the tape and hair extensions that I actually got for myself. I'm about to put these in my next video. I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to actually apply your tape and hair extensions. I am so excited. Look how gorgeous these look. I got one pack of this color here, and this matches my hair pretty much perfectly. And I'm going to blend that together with this color here. I got 2 packs of this color. And this one matches the ends of my hair more so. And once I blend everything together, it should look seamless. So this hair is from a brand called Wiel. Wiel, it means yes, she en français. And this is a brand, they're Canadian and they're women owned. They're actually the same brand that I used in my previous hair extension tutorial video. They were called West Label Hair and now they rebranded and now they're called Wiel. And when you're shopping for hair extensions, you really want to make sure that the hair is 100% Remy and cuticle aligned hair. And what that means is all the cuticles, like the cuticles on your hair are kind of like scales on a fish, and they all run in the same direction. So the root of the hair and the tip of the hair, they all run in this one direction. But if you get like cheaper hair extensions where the hair wasn't collected properly and maybe they're just like gathering hair off the floor, or like who even knows, the hair extension industry can be kind of scary sometimes. And if you get like cheap hair, it can be not cuticle aligned, and that means the cuticles of the hair will start to rub against each other as you start to wear them. And that's when it becomes like a tangly, matted mess, especially at like the back of your hair, like here, it starts to like really tangle up. And you always have to keep brushing your hair. It's because it's not cuticle aligned. But that won't happen with hair extensions like this. Even if you like swim in the ocean or something like that, your hair will still not be like a tangled mess once you get out. So that's why I really love this brand, and this is the one that I recommend. So step 1 in buying your tape and hair extensions is finding a good quality brand. Step 2 is color matching your hair. So this is a very important step. And for that reason, I recommend picking up a color ring from the brand that you're going to be shopping for. So I have the color ring from Wiel, and they have a program where you can actually buy the color ring and then return it after and get your money back. So you're just like borrowing the color ring. And I highly recommend getting the color ring for color matching. So this one comes in a cute little box like this. And then you open it up and it comes with the color ring here. So you get a sample of every color that they offer. And what I did is I literally just went, because it's kind of overwhelming to look through all of these, I literally just started one by one, and I would like pick one up, put it to my hair. And if it like somewhat matched, like how this one like kind of matches, but not really, it's like too dark and this is like too warm. But if it like slightly matched, I would like write the color down, and the color is just at the top here. I would write it down on the list, and then I would like move on. And then I would try this one, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of nice, but kind of too light, but I'd still like write it down. So I would just like go through each one and take notes. And then from those top picks, I went through them again and compared them to my hair. And I was like, do I want it to be a little lighter, a little darker? And then I narrowed down those colors to like my top 3 to 4 colors. And I compared those colors to the colors that they offer on their website in their tape and hair extensions. Because the colors on the website, sometimes your computer screen can like alter the colors, which is why I really recommend getting a color ring so you can actually see the hair in person and compare it to your hair in real life. Because otherwise, if I didn't do this, I feel like I could have picked the wrong color based on what I thought I needed. But looking at them in real life, you might change your mind, especially when you have multiple tones in your hair. Like I have a blonde balayage kind of going on. So if you have multiple tones, then you really need a color ring like this just to make sure you get the right colors and tones. But if you have like one solid color, like when I was a brunette, it was pretty much just like kind of one color, then you might not need this so much. You can kind of like just pick if you're like a warmer brunette or what have you. You can probably just get that from like the website or on consulting with one of their stylists. So that's the next step that I would do. Once you narrow down your top 3 picks, your top 3 like colors, I would send a picture of your hair. You can email them, and then one of their stylists can color match you. And you can say that like, oh, I thought this color and this color and this color were some of my best. Do you agree? Do you like recommend something else? And then that way you can like get the best color match possible. And just for reference, I'll show you the colors that I picked up. So this one is T8-8/22. So the number 8 is the darker color, and then the 22 is the lighter highlighted pieces that are blended in. So I got this obviously to blend in with my darker base, and I think this is such a pretty color. And then I also have 2 packs of this color, which is the M18/60. And you can see that this one is considerably lighter, but this one actually matches the bottom of my hair quite well. So you can see how I have this front piece that is quite blonde, and then the ends of my hair, there you go, literally just blend in so seamlessly. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're matching your hair extensions. You obviously want to match your hair extensions to the bottom of your hair because that's where it's going to blend, you know, you want the ends to match. But at the same time, since I do have that darker base, I do want to have that woven in so I get a seamless blend all around. So now that you've color matched your hair, it's time to figure out how many packs or how many pieces of tapes you'll need to do your hair. So one pack like this from Wiel comes with 50 grams of hair, and this pack comes with 20 pieces of tape. Each brand might be slightly different depending on how many grams they have in their pack or how many pieces, but you do more so want to look at the grams, like the weight of the hair, to determine how much you need. So I got 3 packs, which equates to 150 grams of hair, and I have like relatively thin hair, but it is a little longer. It is like up to my chest. If you do have shorter hair, then you'll need more grams. In my previous video, I had like a very short blunt bob, and I had 200 grams of hair just to like blend out that bob. So if the shorter hair that you have, the more you might need to blend out that haircut, especially if it's like a blunt haircut. Okay, so if you want to add length and volume, I would say this is like the bare minimum. This is 100 grams of hair. And I'll show you what this looks like against my head. So imagine that is in my hair, and imagine that was like blended together. That's kind of what this looks like. So you can see that's still like a little thin, which is why I have the extra pack, and I feel like that will really help to blend everything in together. So I feel like that will blend perfectly for my hair length and my hair type, and I have like, again, relatively normal to fine hair. So again, you want 50 to 100 grams if you have very fine hair, or if you're just adding volume to your current hair length and not so much length. If you are looking to add length and volume, definitely start with 150 grams at least, or 200 grams. So 150 to 200 is probably going to be like the sweet spot for most people. But if you have very thick hair and you have a lot of hair, then you're going to need more packs of hair. So if you have very thick hair and you have a lot of hair you want to add, you want that glamorous full look, then go for like 5 to 6 packs. I would say 6 packs is like the max. So that is like 250 to 300 grams of hair. So imagine 6 packs is double this. So one of these would be on one side of your head. Like, look how thick that is already. Like, that is thicker than my ponytail. So that would be on both sides of your hair. So I hope that gives you a better visual of what to look for when you're shopping for your tape-ins. And just to break that down into how many pieces or sandwiches you're going to be looking at, each one of these comes with 20 pieces. So this is about 60 pieces of tapes, which is going to equate to about 30 sandwiches. And that's about the average, I would say, for like at least myself, and I would say most people, is about 30 sandwiches of hair. But if you have a lot of hair, you have a lot of thick hair, then you have more room to add more hair extensions. You might be looking at like 40 sandwiches of tape-ins in your hair. So that wraps up my tape-in hair extension shopping guide. Now, if you want to learn how to actually apply them yourself, then check out my next tutorial where I'll give you step-by-step instructions on how to actually apply tape-in hair extensions yourself. So if you want to check that out, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, thanks for watching.